On today's video, we are going to go through all of my favorite hair tools. All of the tools that I'm going to show you today are the tools that I use the most frequently and I think work the best for my hair type. Starting off with my most frequently used hair tool, that would be my blow dryer. I do have the Dyson Neural. It is a great blow dryer. I really like it. I love how the attachments are magnetic. Makes it super easy to use. It does a great job at blow drying my hair. Obviously, it's on the more expensive side, but I do find that with blow dryers, I have not found a more price effective one, a more budget friendly one that I think works as well as the more expensive ones. Now, you don't have to get one as expensive as the Dyson. This one was a Christmas gift given to me, but I also have a Babyliss Ferrari that I use at work. Less expensive than the Dyson, still over $300 though, and a fantastic blow dryer that has worked for me professionally for over a decade now. But like I said, I have never been able to find an inexpensive blow dryer that works as quickly or as well as the more expensive ones. However, most expensive blow dryers will last you a really long time, so they are a worthwhile investment. So this is the one tool that I use the most. I probably use it every second to third day. Every single time I wash my hair, I blow dry it. Next would be my thermal styling brush. I have a few brands of these. Honestly, I think they all work very, very similarly. The main difference between them might be some features, heat settings, things like that. But for the most part, these all work the same. It is not a blow dryer. It plugs in, the ceramic gets hot, and it styles your hair. I use this over a flat iron to smooth out any frizz in my hair. It also gives my hair shape, and I will use this most of the time when I style my hair. If I'm not going anywhere, I'm not working, seeing clients, I'm not doing anything, I'm just gonna hang around the house on a Sunday afternoon, I'll blow dry my hair and not style it. But if I'm gonna style it, this is the first tool that I usually grab. Next is my flat iron. And again, I have several of these kicking around between my house and my salon. I am not incredibly partial to any one brand or any one price point. I do, for my hair, like ceramic. This specific one that you usually see me using here at my vanity is the Lange. It's not because it's the only one I like or it's my favorite. It's actually, I'd say, the least favorite out of all of them I use, and that's only for one reason. It's the only flat iron I have that does not have an automatic shutoff. And because of that, I get worried about leaving it plugged in and leaving it on by accident. All of my other flat irons have an automatic shutoff after 15 minutes. If they are still going, they will turn off automatically even if they are still in the on setting. This one does not have that. So I would not buy another flat iron that does not have an automatic shutoff, but when it comes to styling my hair, this one does a great job. I use my flat iron more for creating curls, waves, volume, styling my bangs, things like that. I don't typically use it to straighten my hair. I'm not going for a super straight look. And if I do need a little bit of smoothing, I'm gonna go in with my thermal brush over a flat iron, because a flat iron is going to take away volume and the thermal brush is going to smooth out my hair while creating and maintaining volume. Next is this waver you guys have seen me use. This is a newer tool for me. Tymo sent it to me a while back, probably about 6 months ago, I want to say. And this is their Rovi Compact, so it's the smaller one. I like the smaller one since I don't have super long hair. If your hair is really long, you could definitely get away with a bigger one. But this just gives my hair such amazing texture, such amazing volume. It's more of a wave than a curl, but once it's all shaken out, you just look like you have this beautiful, wild, voluminous curly hair, and I love it. And this thing is so fast and easy to use. So this is something that I use fairly frequently now, especially if I'm going for that big curly look. Next tool that I use the most frequently would be my wand. I used to use this one a lot more, but I just don't go for the look of these curls as much. And because it's a wand, there's really only one type of curl that it creates, this type of curl. It doesn't create different shapes, different sizes, anything like that. And it's great. This is an Amica wand. It starts at 1 inch at the base and tapers to 3/4 of an inch at the tip. I don't think that makes a huge difference. If it was 1 or 3/4 all the way down, it would give you a very similar look. This specific wand, I believe, is discontinued. It's a very old one. I have had it probably 12, 13 years minimum. I think it was, and I think I bought it used. So it's pretty old, but it's great quality because it still works super, super well. I have never needed to replace it. It has never stopped heating up efficiently. It's never stopped working. So this one is a great one. I go through phases. Sometimes I really love to use a wand. Sometimes I gravitate more towards my flat iron. Right now I'm gravitating more towards the waver, but I go in cycles, and I'm sure this will become at the top of my list again soon. The last tool I use the most, but the least frequently out of all these, is my Voloom Volumizer. This is the one that creates sort of the little, let me unlock it here, the little checker pattern like that up at the top of your hair and gives you a ton of volume. I don't use this one that much, and that is not because it doesn't work well, because it actually works so well, and every time I use it, I say to myself, why don't you use this more often? I simply just have not gotten into the habit of using it. I forget about it, and it gets buried in my basket of tools. I forget about it, but I do need to pull this one out more often, because if you struggle to get and keep volume in your hair, if you don't love products, anything like that, this thing makes amazing volume. It does it so fast, so easy, and I do need to use this more often. But if I'm being honest, I don't use it that often now, simply because I forget about it. That's it. Those are the tools that I use the majority of the time. Now, all of those are hot tools, and that's not to say I use all of those tools every week. I blow dry my hair for sure multiple times a week. Every other form of heat styling, I try to keep it to once or twice a week at the absolute maximum, and I try to do it even less than that. Once or twice a week would be filming content or going out, things like that, but I try not to heat style my hair as much as possible, so I'm not using those tools that often, and when I do, I always have several layers of heat protection in my hair. Thank you so much for watching today. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about any of these tools, or if there's any other types of tools that you have been considering or thinking about for our hair type. I can talk about those for you or answer any questions in the comment section if it's easy to do so. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Like, subscribe, help me grow my channel here at DIY Hair School. Invite all of your friends who have hair like us so we can grow our family. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye.